my honest thoughts on the PlayStation meeting. Oh, where do I even begin? First of all, I'm going to tell you right here, right now, very underwhelmed with this meeting. Sony announced two new PS4s, the PS4 Slim and the PS4 Pro. Now, let's talk just about the PS4 Pro, because the Slim, it's completely, totally pointless. There's no reason to waste time talking about it. PS4 Pro. Basically, essentially, what the PS4 Pro is it's the PS4 you know and love, just with 4K capabilities now. And that's fine and all, but not only does the system look like crap, it looks like two PS4s stacked on one another, but the stuff they showed off at this meeting didn't look all that impressive. And listen, I'm not sitting on here saying that 4K isn't superior to 1080p, because that would be silly. 4K is obviously superior to 1080p. I have 4K cameras that shoot in 4K, and the image quality that I get off of those cameras are a hell of a lot better than the 1080p ones. You know what I mean? So I'm not sitting on here trying to refute any of that, but the footage they showed off here at this conference, it didn't look all that impressive. It's like, oh, HDR, and oh, more this, that, and the other, and it's like, and the way they presented all of this was so boring. This is the PS4 Pro, and we, today, here at Sony, are excited to announce that you can experience all of the great games in 4K on your 4K Sony television. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I don't know, folks. I mean, I watched the Apple meeting beforehand, and Tim Cook and the rest of the crew at Apple did an amazing job. And then, going from that to this, it's like, whoa, such a buzzkill. You know what I mean? It's like they didn't want anyone to get hyped or excited about these products. I think Sony's in a bad position right now. Because, it's like the Scorpio, it's underpowered compared to the PS4 Pro, is underpowered compared to the Scorpio. The PS4 Pro doesn't have a UHD Blu-ray player in it, at least according to the sources as of this recording. And it's like, well, why even care? The Xbox One S is the cheaper option, and it has a UHD Blu-ray player in it. And if you care about 4K content, then you would care about going out and buying 4K UHD Blu-rays. Because if you're just sitting there using a streaming app that's supposedly streaming content in 4K, it's not going to be all that impressive compared to physical media, So if you care about 4K and you have a 4K TV, my honest advice is, if you're in that boat, is to go out and pick up the Xbox One S, unless you're really involved with the games that are coming out with, the first party titles. Okay, like Zero Horizon Dawn and a bunch of other titles, which, I guess they speaking of that, they showed that off at this conference, and it's like, okay, we've seen all of this before. It's like, it's Tomb Raider essentially with, robots. I don't know, folks. Listen, as a PS4 owner, they didn't give me a reason to upgrade to anything. I don't really care about any of the other systems, the Pro or the Slim. Yeah, as a PS4 owner, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the PS4 run its course, and if I need to upgrade to something, I will probably just get the Xbox Scorpio. You know what I mean? Unless Sony has a trick up their sleeve, because I can't see Sony just sit back and letting Microsoft one-up them with the Scorpio. You know what I mean? So what I'm thinking is that they have something that they're currently working on, and they're not talking about it, they're not letting it leak or anything like that. Maybe it's the PS5, or maybe it's like the PS4 Pro Plus. Who knows? But honestly, I just cannot see them letting this happen, letting Microsoft, Xbox come up with the Scorpio and letting them be the powerhouse, So, that's just my theory. Maybe that's totally off, but those are my thoughts on the meeting overall. Highly unimpressed. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to share your thoughts down below on this PlayStation meeting and the PS4 Slim and the PS4 Pro. Until next time, take care.